going to see my idol again. Remember 4 years ago? Wait, that's 5 years already. Remember 5 years ago when I attended MOFA's press conference and became the only person who was taking a selfie with the foreign minister, and that's probably the first time you knew me on social media. But anyway, I'm going there again today. Still the same place with many more people. I like your hairstyle.
Thank you.
It's so cool. Do you have anything in mind? What are you most interested in today's presser?
Well, the relationships between China and USA, it's really important for all of us.
Are you planning to raise questions today?
I don't know. I'm still thinking if I can, raise my hand. It's a really big event. I've never been here in China, and all of this press, it's like pretty intimidating.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chile.
You're from Chile?
Yes, from Chile. I was very shocked about two sessions because the big people's participation.
What you are most interested in today's presser?
Yes, I'm very interested in China diplomacy in world conflicts all over the world.
I'm very interested in hearing about the China's opinion about the war between Russia and Ukraine. The Chinese culture is different, so I really hope that there's no war, at least in this part of the world.
So how do you think Chinese culture matters in this issue?
Well, it matters in a way that everything has to be solved through dialogue and not using weapons, which is actually the only thing that the Western countries know how to do. And that's why I think that at the end the reason will be stronger than the action.
How to stop the conflict on Ukraine or Palestine and Israel, because it's close to us. I am really appreciate that China is trying to find a diplomacy way.
I think China is a light for the world because you built the system, our system for development, the high quality development. It's a good example, a good model for the global south.
If I have time, definitely I will ask
What question?
about the relation between Pakistan and China, especially in a CPEC perspective.
I want to know that what's the China approach to take advantage of diplomatic relationship for economic development.
I talked to a lot of people. This year, I've witnessed an unparalleled presence of international journalists. Some are newcomers, some are already veterans. Now, it's about time to start. And yes, I decided to do it again. I mean, why not? I was really happy because it's like meeting my idol. The press conference lasted for an hour and a half. The range of topics was extensive, from China-US, China-Europe, and China-Africa relations to the Russia-Ukraine conflict, the Palestine-Israel situation, and the future of global AI governance. He also uses a lot of metaphors to paint the picture. For example, when talking about a multipolar world, he said it is unacceptable that certain countries must be at a table while some others can only be on the menu. Really had a way of making things stick in your mind.
Mr. Wang is a wise man. We have a same direction to make the peace spread on all of the world.
I noticed that you asked a question. So how do you feel about asking a question in the press conference?
Very good, because it's very difficult to get a chance with this number of journalists here. It's a worldwide press conference. This is an international press conference, you see. And I think I did well.
So what was your question about to Mr. Wang Yi?
I asked the Minister Wang Yi, and I wanted to know, is it really China ready to continue the cooperation with Africa? And he said yes. And also I wanted to know about, because now we also witness the senior official from the U.S. and Western countries, also visiting Africa. It's looked like the competition. And I asked him, there any single point or sign that China will have tried for this competition? He said this is not competition. This is just the system of the world. Everyone just use its own diplomacy to cooperate with others. So the African continent and countries will decide themselves if we are going to cooperate with China or we are going to cooperate with the US or Western countries. So it means that Chinese government never force anyone to cooperate with China. They're just coming to you and give its ideas and its policies.
I really like your piercing on your eyebrow. That is so cool. Is that a tradition?
No, not as a tradition in my country, but it's disruptional.
It's what?
It's disruptional. It's not common. I'm not the only one I know with this.
Really? That's so cool. What are your expectations about your Chinese sword?
I want to change the vision of my country about China. We are so wrong about what is the real China.
How do you want to do that?
Videos. I'm a documentarist. I'm documentary. Everything I do, it's in video. And
Okay.
that's the way.
I was just interviewed by Iran State Television just now asking about my takeaways from the presser. I said Prime Minister Wang Yi answered more than 20 questions, and when he mentioned China's diplomatic mediation in international affairs, he also mentioned Iran, that China assisted Saudi Arabia and Iran to re-establish diplomatic relations last year. He said, on all hotspot issues, China always promotes talk for peace. We never add fuel to the fire. And I think that's one of my favorite quotes in the presser. Alright, that's another day of mine at the 2 sessions. See you in the next video.